Hey there gamers, Dad Son Gaming here with another Elden Ring video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get one of the most versatile weapons in the game. It is the Cross Naginata spear. Now, what I love about this weapon is that you can add an Ash of War to it, or if you don't want to add an Ash of War, you can also add grease to it. But what makes it special is that it has a passive bleed built into the weapon. That's a great thing because a lot of times you can only get one effect at a time. Well, this will always give you two effects. Another reason why I like it is because it goes great with the fingerprint stone shield because you can stand behind it just like I'm doing, and you can literally just poke without taking any major damage. So I love it as a piercing weapon, but also it has a good slashing move set. So it is a very, very versatile weapon. Now, like I said, one thing I can do is if I add fire grease to this weapon, which I will do, I still have blood buildup. So even though I have fire added to it with the fire grease, I can go behind the shield, and as he pokes, I can poke him back. And look at that. Again, this has blood buildup on it. So I love this weapon right here. But let me show you something that's really cool with this as well. You can also add an Ash of War, the Suppuku Ash of War. I may be saying this wrong, but let me just show you something else you can add to make this weapon even more deadlier. Now, because it has a passive bleed buildup, there's an Ash of War that we're going to get in this game. I'm going to show you how to get it. And it is this one. Let me find it here. It is this one right here. It is the Suppuku Ash of War. And basically what this will do is it will double up on the blood loss buildup. So again, I can add poison and still have blood loss to it. I can add blood loss to double it up. I can add an occult to it. So again, it's really, really cool. So if I want to add poison to it, I would still have my blood loss buildup, but I'm going to add blood, and then I'm going to have the Suppuku. So what this will do is literally, if I put the shield behind me, I'm going to stab myself to increase the blood loss on it. And because it has passive blood loss, what happens when I get into a fight with this thing, I'm going to be dealing some great blood loss damage. So I'll be able to have more blood loss, as you see. So I'm going to show you how to get this weapon, how to find it, because you may have some great use for it. It is a great weapon, especially with all its abilities. And like I said, it still allows us to stand behind our shield and not take a whole lot of damage. And so again, when you get into those fights, those bosses, you can just stand behind your shield and you can poke away like I'm doing here. So let's get into the video, show you how to find it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, all videos that we do going forward are going to be updated videos. You may not want to rely on what you saw last year because Elden Ring has been patched several times, so the game plays completely different than it did when it came out. And as of now, we are playing on patch 1.10. So everything you see is as of the latest patch, which just recently came out. So now that you know that, we're going to put that in the corner here, and you know that you're getting gameplay that will be applicable now because several things have actually changed. So let's get to finding this Cross Naginata. So we're going to be over here in the area called coveted, and what we are looking for is the Gale Tunnel. So that's in between Lingrave and coveted, and so we're looking for the Gale Tunnel, which is across from Fort Gale North. So there is the Gale Tunnel right there on your map. That's Fort Gale North. We're not going there. We're going to the Gale Tunnels. Now, once you're inside the Gale Tunnels, you're definitely going to prepare for some combat because this is going to be something that we're going to have to fight to get. So once we're there, we're going to go from the site of grace. We're going to go in the tunnel, and we're going to come here and we're going to kill the guard here. And we literally want to bear to the right. So we want to kill everything because these guys will pile up on you and try to take you out. And you do not want anyone hitting you while you're searching. So we're going to have a lot of land octopuses. So go to the right, and you want to take out all of these land octopuses before you do anything, and make sure there's no one coming in behind you because they will backstab you in this game. As you know, you can die just by looking at something too long. So again, we're going to take out all of the land octopuses. there is a huge motherland octopus, and I'm going to put some shield grease up here. And as you guys should have your stone shield, and I'm just going to literally use my magic and blast this thing to hell. And so let me get something a little bit more powerful. I'm actually going to use my comet. Let me see. What am I going to get? I'm going to use my flask. I'm going to use my meteorite of Estelle, and I'm just going to eliminate this thing. That's overkill. I know it, but hey, we got to get rid of it. So once we have cleared this area, at the back of the room, there's going to be a body. This body will contain the Cross Naginata. It's by the little waterfall right here. You're going to see him. And when you go to the body, you just pillage remains. And then what you're going to see is when you do that, you're going to actually see the Cross Naginata. So now that you have the Cross Naginata, what you basically want to do is you definitely want to go back and run to your save point, because we're going to make another run in this tunnel. And, you know, I'm going to go back and pick up a few goodies and everything. So you can pick up some silver fly stuff, and you can kind of run around this tunnel, but literally you do want to go back to the save point of grace, because we're going to have a boss fight, and the boss fight will be worth it. So again, you can't exit anywhere, but you have to go to the site of grace and beyond to get out of the tunnel to exit. So once you're in this tunnel, you can't use your map to quick exit. And so you might think these waterfalls are going to take you somewhere, but they actually don't. So in order to get out of any tunnel in Elden Ring, just remember you must exit the tunnel, because if you pull up your map, everything's going to be X'd out, because you can't fast travel when you're in underground tunnels. So we're going to make our way back to our point of grace inside this tunnel, and we're going to refresh our character, because we are going to be facing a pretty difficult boss for most people. Depends on your level, but anytime you use energy or resources, always go back to your point of grace to refresh and respec, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to save our cells here at the point of grace, and when we get up, we're going to go back to a boss fight, and this boss fight is going to get us some more goodies. So again, I'm going to charge up and take everyone out again. All these enemies will respawn, so make sure you take them out again. And you're going to go down here, and these guys can be a little dangerous, so take them out. And you can actually collect some stone swords down here, or some somber stones down here, so you may find some of those. So make sure you take all these guys out. Collect the cracked crystal, because you can actually use that for resources. And you see I died recently here because I wasn't taking these guys too serious. So as you go through this, take out everyone in your path pretty much. I would just highly suggest that, because again, these enemies have a way of just making you pay for not taking them out. And grab any resources you see down here, as this guy's calling the cavalry, but there's no cavalry. I've killed everyone. So there's my grace mimic here. And so as I go through here, I'm going to go all the way till I get to some wooden doors. And from here, I'm going to prepare for a boss fight. So you're going to be fighting the magma worm here, and this thing spits out hot magma. So I am going to quickly work to take this thing out, because this thing can be very annoying, as when you have bosses this big and limited space, it can overwhelm you because there's no space to move around. So literally, it's going to cover everything in hot magma. So very easy to get hit by this boss. So I'm going to call in a summons so we can make this fight kind of short. I don't want to be in here fighting this thing all day and risk dying and not getting my prize. So I'm actually going to do what I always do. Why become a magic build? Why? Because we have Comet Azure, and my answer for everything is to Comet Azure to the face. So we're going to Comet Azure this thing, drain its health like hot butter, and it is gone. So we're going to get the dragon heart for killing this thing, and we're going to also get the Moonveil Katana. So again, we got Cross Naginata and Moonveil Katana in the same place. So this is literally a 2-for-1 video. But I want to give you more, because I definitely want to earn your subscription, so that you know that I'm here to provide the best Elden Ring updates. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to show you how to get the Ash of War Suppuku, and this Ash of War grants affinities and skills to an ornament for 30 seconds. So we're going to show you the location of this, and now I'm giving you a 3-for-1 in this video. So make sure you smash that subscribe button. That lets me know that you're interested in the content and it's helping you, and that helps me to make more videos. Without any further ado, let's grab that Suppuku. Okay, we're gonna go to the mountaintop of the giants, and we're gonna go to the freezing lake side of grace. So you have to finish Lindale, and you have to go to the Grand Lefdactis and make your way all the way to the freezing lake, and you're gonna get to the side of grace. And once here, you're gonna hop on your horse, and you're just gonna go straight to this tree. So from that side of grace, go straight to this tree, and once you get to this tree, I want you to kind of slow down right about here, and you're gonna see some little footsteps, right? And so I'm gonna see if I can track it for you so you can see it. So you're gonna see some footsteps, and there they go right there. You see those? So it's gonna be a circular motion, so if you miss it, it will come back around. This scarab walks around the whole time. It's gonna do a lap, and you just have to try and stab it. So it's invisible, but just stab where the footsteps are gonna be at. So I'm stabbing right here, and I ain't getting nothing but air, so I must just suck at stabbing. So let me get off my horse and see if I can stab it right here for you guys so you can see it. And so it's gonna come around again. It always does, so just be patient if you miss it, and you're gonna see the footsteps. And so I'm gonna show you where the footsteps are. I'm gonna track it for you so you see it, and there they are right there. So there's the footsteps. I'm trying to stab, and I'm missing, but they just go around a circular motion. So any part of this area where the footsteps are, you can stab it. So I'm actually gonna sit and wait on this thing. I think I'm in the right path. And when I see the footsteps, I'm gonna stab, and here they go, and stab. Got it. That's what you want. So now we got the Suppuku Ash of War, and once you get it, you can go right into your menu, and you can literally open it up, and you can choose whether you want to add poison, blood, or cult to it. So a very, very good Ash of War to add to this weapon. This is one where you stab yourself. So folks, thank you for watching. If you got value out of this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. See you next time.